So what's up guys, welcome to another video. Today we are going to create a basic tooltip. So here as you can see that we have three different demo title. So whenever I will hover the first one, we can see that that's the HTML default tooltip that we have default in our HTML. So after that, if I hover the second one, we can see the custom tooltip that we are going to create in this video. And for the third one, whenever I will hover this icon, I will have the tooltip. So in this video I will show you how you can create this basic tooltip for your website. So no more talk, let's dive into it. So yesterday I just uploaded this post on our Facebook community group, and here I just asked for some small to medium topics for our 30 days 30 submits challenge. But unfortunately no one commented on this post except Samar Jamil, and he asked for advanced tooltip. So that's why I decided to go with that. So in this video I will just create a basic tooltip, and in the next video I will create advanced tooltip. So that's the plan, and thank you Samar Jamil for contributing in this group, and he's really a good contributor. So thank you and I appreciate it. So in our 30 days 30 submits we are going to create the basic tooltips, and if you are interested to check out this repo, I will link it in the description where you can find all the submits for our 30 day 30 submits. So let's go to the code here, and in the HTML first of all let's get a boilerplate, and here let's get a section. In the section I will have a div with a class of container, and in the container I will have another div with a class of demo1. So in this demo1 I will have a h1. So that's the title for our first demo. So save it, and if I refresh, here is our demo. So let's come to our CSS. So in here first of all link the CSS. So link CSS, and it will link the CSS. And first of all in our CSS let's remove all the unexpected gap. So padding will be 0 and margin will be also 0, and let's say that box sizing will be the border box. So now as you can see that we don't have any kind of extra gap. So after that let's come to the HTML and apply our font family. So font family I will use Montserrat. So Montserrat, I already installed this Montserrat font in my PC, that's why I don't need to import this font. So let's go to the font size, and let's say that I want 80 pixel. So 18 pixel is looking good for now. And after that let's come to the section, and let's say that the height will be 100 VH and width will be 100%, and also let's have a background color for it. So I will have a light blue. So after that let's say that display will be flex, and align items will be center, and justify content. So justify content will be also center. So if I save, as you can see that now our title is in the center. So after that let's actually style our div here, so which is the demo1. So if I check, yeah, that's the demo1 class. So in the demo1 I wanna have a background color of white, and also I'll have padding of about 30 pixel, and also a margin in the 80 pixel top and bottom, and 0 pixel for the left and right. So also let's have a box shadow here. So box shadow will be 0 pixel X, 0 pixel Y, and spread 20 pixel, and I'll have a color of black. So not the exactly black, I want 10 opacity only. So it will create this kind of box shadow, which is subtle box shadow here. So also let's have a border radius about 8 pixel. So now that's it for our title. So after that let's come to the tooltip. So for the demo1 we don't need any kind of CSS to have our tooltips. So in our HTML that's the demo1, and if you want to have any kind of tooltip in this h1, you can just say that title will be this is a title. So that can be anything, and I just made a random title here. And if you now hover the title, as you can see that this h1 have a tooltip. So whenever you will hover, it will make this tooltip, which is default we have in our HTML. So that's the demo one. So let's come to the demo 2, where I will create our custom tooltip. So in the demo 2 everything will remain same, just I will have the title, this is demo 2. So as you can see that this is demo 2 and everything is looking good. And also let's have the demo 2 style. So demo 2 here, and make sure that you have this dot because that's a class. So that's our demo 2, and here I wanna have the custom tooltips. So for that we don't need this title anymore. So for the custom tooltips we need to add two more things here. So let's add the tooltips in our this div instead of this heading. So in the div, and here we will have a data attribute and say that data dash, you can say anything, I will say tooltips. And in this data attribute we will have our tooltip content. So for now let's add some text here. So I will add this text. So I will have more text here, something like that. So as you can see that we have now so many text in our data tooltips. Okay, so after that the second thing that we need to add is a class. So as you can see that in our demo 2 we already have this class, and so beside this class we can also add new class. So let's add a new class which will be also tooltips. So that's the class we need for our tooltips, and that's the data attribute for our tooltips. So if I save, nothing will happen because we don't have any kind of CSS for our tooltips. So let's create those custom tooltips in our CSS. So first of all let's say that the tooltip class will say that position will be relative. So after that in our tooltip let's create two pseudo elements. So first one will be the after, and also let's have the before one. So in this after and before pseudo element we will have content nothing, and also position will be the absolute, and background color for now we will use black, and also the height will be auto, and the width will be auto, and let's say that I wanna have it in the top 0, and also let's create a left 50%. So we can't see it because we don't have any content here, or we don't have any width for that. So let's say that I will have a 10 pixel width for now, and also the 10 pixel height. So we should see it now, but we can't still see it. You can see that we did a mistake. We said that the class will be tooltips, but we are using here tooltip. So just remove the s here. So now as you can see that that's our after and before pseudo element, which width and height is 10 pixel. Let's increase the width here. So let's make it 50 pixel. So it's 50, and if I give 100, so that's 100 now. And you can see that let's also increase the height here. So that's for our demo purpose, so that I can show you. And as you can see that it is from the left, it is 50%, but we don't want it. I wanna have the center of our this pseudo element in the 50%. So for that I can say something like translate 50% minus 50%. So now as you can see that it is in the perfect in the middle. So after that you can see that the top position is 0, means it is from the top 0. So I don't want that. I want to have it in here somewhere. So for that what you can do actually, so in our transform you can specify the y value, which will be minus 100% for now. So now as you can see that the position of our pseudo element is from 0, but it is in the top, or it is in the upper side. So after that let's come to our actual content, means our this tooltip. So you can see that we have two pseudo elements, after and before, and in the before we will have the content, which will be the text of our tooltip, and in the after we will have our arrow, so which we will see in a moment. So first of all let's create the content, so which will be in our before. So here let's say that I want to have the font size of something like 14 pixel, and actually to have the content inside the before I can say something like content will be attribute, and which attribute you want to access. So I want to access the data tooltip. So we can say something like data tool tips. That's the one. So as you can see that we have now the content, but the content height is big, that's why it is coming out from our this little div. So as you can see that we give it a fixed height, so let's give it a auto, so that it will have now the full height of our content. So now as you can see that it is now auto, and everything inside our before content will have now inside of this black div. So now as you can see that we have content in our before, and we can't see it because the color of our content is black. So let's create the color and make it white. So now as you can see that we have our content here inside this black div. So also let's have a padding here, so padding of 10 pixel, so looking good for now. And the width is a fixed width which is 100 pixel, so let's make it something like auto for now. Also let's give it a line height here, so line height will be something like 20 pixel. Also let's say that in the top I want to have some space between the div and this tooltip, so let's come here and say that minus 20 pixel or 10 pixel. Yeah, it's looking fine, this gap here. So if you want you can change the width, so let's say that fit content. So as you can see that now it is in fit content mode, and if you want you can have some border radius also here, so border radius, it will make it good a little bit. As you can see that we have this border radius here, so looking perfect for now. So after that let's actually have the arrow here, so which will be in our after. So let's come to the after, so tooltips after, and here let's say that the height will be about 10 pixel and the width will be also 10 pixel. And also let's say that transform, I wanna have some transform here, because you can see if I save, that's our after, and I wanna rotate this one. So to rotate this I also need the previous transform that we have here. So in common we have this transform, so let's copy this and paste it, and now you can update the transform. So let's say that I also want to rotate here 45 degree. Yeah, you can see that now it is kind of diamond shape. So in the translate you can see that we already did minus 100% in the y-axis translate. So let's also give another 50%. So if I give 50%, as you can see that 50% of the diamond is now inside of our big div, and the other half this arrow we can see here. So to show you I can just change the before background color. So let's say that background color will be something like aqua. So now as you can see that that's the aqua color, and that's our this diamond, and here the top half of the diamond is under the or inside our div, and the other bottom half we can see that which will make an arrow if I remove the background color from our this big div. We can see that we have an arrow here, so perfect. So now what I need actually, I need to remove it from our initial state. So to remove it I need to make sure the scale. So here just copy this, and in the before let's say that the scale will be 0. So now as you can see that we can't see the before, and also make sure that in our after the scale is 0. So now we can't see them. So now whenever I will hover this div I will transform this scale to the 1. So let's do it. So let's say that in the tooltip if I hover that, I wanna change the after first of all. So let's say that copy this after and paste it here and make it 1, and also let's make the before one. So tooltip hover, and I want to change the before, and here let's say that which was the before, yeah, this one for the before. So just copy that and paste it here, and let's make it 1. So if I save, as you can see that now we have this tooltip. So but we don't have any kind of transition here. So in our common style here, let's say that transition will be 0.3 second, is in out, and only for, so is in out and only for transform. So if I save, now you can see that we have kind of growing effect. So now we have a problem here when it is animating. As you can see that the arrow and the div is kind of separating from each other. So to fix that, in our before we need to say that transform origin will be in the bottom and the after transform origin will be in the top. So now it will not have that separation anymore. So now we have our tooltip here, which is looking good for now. So after that, let's go to the third demo here. So we have first demo, we have second demo, so let's also have the third one. So just copy the first one and paste it here. So if I save, we have this third one, and just change the class name and also the title from 1 to 3. So if I save, that's our third, and we don't need this title anymore. And in our this common style, let's also add this demo 3. So now we have this demo 3 and I want to have a tooltip here. So this tooltip I want to have when I will hover an icon. So let's have an icon first. So let's grab an icon. So I will use iron icons. So you can use any kind of icons. So I will say that info. So let's use this one. So field one, yeah, this one, and copy this and paste it. So here I want to add this. So I want to add this inside of our h1 tag. So let's create a div first of all, which will have a class of icon, and inside of this div I will just paste this ion icon. So now we need to have the CDN. So we can have the CDN from the usage. You can see this CDN and just copy the script tag and paste it here. So now we should see an icon here. So that's the icon what I'm talking about. So now what I need, actually I need to position it. So in the icon div, so I will just say that the position or the display, actually not the position, display will be inline block or inline block. So now you can see that it is in the perfect position, and the last thing is I need to center it. So in the icon ion icon, I can say that margin bottom minus 7 pixel, 5 pixel. Yeah, that's fine for now. So we have now the icon. So now what I want, actually I want to have the tooltip when I will hover this icon. So for that I need two things. As I said, I need the class and this tooltip data attribute. So first of all, copy this tooltip data attribute and paste it where you wanna have the tooltip. So I wanna have this tooltip inside of this our icon whenever I will hover the icon. So in the icon div, let's paste this tooltip data attribute. So after that we need to add another class for our tooltip, which is actually the tooltip. So now I don't need anything else. So now whenever I will hover, we can see the tooltip is working perfectly. So you can change the width. As you can see that it is kind of a small width. So if you want to increase the width, you can change it from our here. As you can see that we did the width something like fit content. If you want, you can do something like 300 pixel. So now as you can see that it will be perfectly 300 pixel for any kind of our tooltip. But we have a problem in our mobile device. So if I come to the mobile device, it will cause a responsive issue. As you can see that some of our content is out of the window. So that's why I will recommend to use auto, which will make sure that everything is now in responsive, or if you want you can use fit content. So basically both are same, as you can see that, but it is fully responsive. Whenever you can see that here it is fully responsive, this fit content. So I will recommend to use fit content instead of using a fixed width for the tooltip. So that's it for the tooltip. So I hope you like this one, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe the channel. And my name is Arfan and I will see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, Khuda Hafiz.